And now we're bringing you in-depth coverage on the FDA's announcement to ban trans fats. And joining me in studio is consumer reporter Susan Hogan with all the information you need to know. So Susan, we've seen individual states come out against trans fats in the past, but this is really the first time we're seeing it on a national level, correct?
Well, the Federal Food and Drug Administration really has been after this for a long time and really opened this up to public discussion and also just for debate to see whether consumers wanted this. The state of California did ban all trans fats, and now, yes, on the federal level, they're basically saying, companies, you got to get rid of them.
So what kind of timeline are we looking at then?
3 years. So food manufacturers have 3 years to comply with the FDA's new guidelines that basically says wipe out trans fats from all of those foods. And however, but some companies, unless they petition to the FDA saying that and explaining why they feel they need some trans fats in those foods, that's the only way they'll be allowed from this point going forward.
Okay, now we obviously know trans fats not very popular. A lot of people have moved away from buying anything with trans fats in them. So a lot of manufacturers have already moved to rid their foods of these things. What kind of impact are consumers really going to see? Is it going to make a big difference?
Well, it's going to make a huge difference as far as dietitians and also doctors are concerned. I mean, having trans fats or partially hydrogenated oils, that's what they're called on packaging, really, are one of the leading causes of heart disease, obesity. So removing those from products, physicians are saying this is a huge success and a huge win for the overall health of the American public. So right now, if you were looking at a box of Oreos or crackers or whatever, the companies are allowed to put in 0 trans fats as long as there's half a gram or less of trans fats inside those ingredients. Going forward, they're not going to be able to do that because there's not going to be, when it says 0 trans fat, it absolutely has to now mean that exactly.
So there's maybe more trans fats in our foods than we even realize. So this will be a really good thing, you're saying?
This will be a great thing. And the reason why we have trans fat, it's in those processed foods for longer stability on the shelves in the grocery store. But what the FDA is saying, you don't need these. You don't need these in the foods. It's been proven time and time again that without them, that your food is still good. It will still taste good as well.
Essentially finally putting their foot down on all of
Absolutely.
this. All right, consumer reporter Susan Hogan, thank you so much.